Let me just squeeze over here. I'll just pop up over here and whoo, oh, we nearly had a drop. Guys, welcome back to Mitch Cooper RC. I wanted to make a video today because I'm a little bit stressed out. I haven't been able to fly in about 4 days now and I'm a little bit sad about it. The weather here in Australia is absolutely crazy. I don't even know what's going on. We have 1 minute it's torrential rain, like we've seriously got flooding, torrential rain. Then the next minute the sun's out. But the reason for my video today is because we're inspiring people to get into the hobby of flying RC planes, RC in general. And I wanted to make this video because I was in the shed the other day and I've been unable to fly, so I've got this beautiful Top RC Thunder here that I'm grateful that I can fly now. It doesn't have any safe modes or anything like that. As you can see, it's quite a big plane, but also I've got this little P47 Volantex 400mm. And the reason for my video was I want to talk on the topic of what plane you should get as a beginner getting into the hobby. So the reason I thought about it was because I just finally got this thing going again, and I can tell you right now, this 1380mm Thunder Top RC isn't the sort of plane that you want to get for your first beginner plane, guys. So the reason for that is so many different reasons. Like there's a lot of guys out there that are saying that, you know, to recommend something like the FMS Ranger, it's around 1200mm. I don't recommend that, and the reason I do not recommend going to a bigger plane first is purely because you need more room to fly it, number one. So you need more room to fly, which means that that plane, you're going to have a bigger area, which means that flying these planes, it's going to have to be way higher in the air. You're going to have more room, and that means that your plane is going to be a further distance away, which is not exactly ideal what you want. Also, this Thunder RC doesn't have any gyro built into it. It's got no flight stabilization. So this is something that you really want to build your way up to. So the reason why I wanted to make it, and I think it's so important, because when I first started, I wanted to know exactly what sort of plane to get into to start with. Also, you don't have to, so many guys out there telling me that you've got to, they're saying, you know, that you've got to spend so much money on the hobby. This plane here, Volantex 400mm P47, flies absolutely amazing, ready to fly, 150 Australian dollars, guys, no stress. This plane will get you in the air. You don't need nowhere near, not even half the room you would with a Thunder RC or something this size. As you can see, the difference in size of this plane, you know, and there's just so many, at the end of the day, like the thing I love about the hobby is, and I'm really pushing this towards it, is that you don't need, everyone has their own opinion, and that's totally fine. Some guys might tell you, you know, fly bigger planes, but I personally think starting off, you really want to start with something smaller like the Warbird and this little Volantex. I'm not necessarily saying a Warbird because in general, you know, the Warbirds don't fly as good as a high wing trainer plane, but this has got a flight stabilization in it. It's ready to fly, and it's just so simple. They don't hit the ground nowhere near as hard as these bigger planes. It's like I said, it's got a gyro stabilization in it. So this plane will basically flick the throttle on, power it up a little bit and just let it go in your hands, toss it in the air, and this thing will just fly basically on its own and with the gyro self-leveling. So I really think that it's, I really thought it was important to make this video, and I want to do more videos like this. And I missed you guys. I missed connecting with you, so I wanted to make this for any guys that are getting into it. I am going to make some how to fly videos with different Warbirds. But listen, guys, there is a couple of different types of models that I want to go over as well. So, you know, your high wing plane is generally going to be the best flying learner plane, which means that the wing will be on the top of the fuselage. So on this P47, it's probably a mid wing. So you can see it's sort of midway through the fuselage, or it's probably a low wing. Either there. This isn't ideally going to be your full beginner. But with these, the P47 actually flies really well, and the Volantex, that's why they're so popular, and all the guys that are going to them as beginners, because not only did you get a cool looking little warbird, but they are easy to fly. They're small, they're cheap, and they crash. They handle a bit of a beating. Not saying that you want to do that, but they do handle a bit of a beating. If you go to something like this Thunder RC, you have a mishap in the air, which you will do if you've never flown an RC plane before. This Thunder will come down hard and you will cause some damage. So that's going to turn you off straight away. So I recommend anything probably under 500 mils. 600 mil would be my biggest sort of plane I'd recommend to the very basic beginner. 650, sorry. The Arrows Hobby Pioneer is 620 millimeters. Don't quote me on that. It's a great flying little plane. I don't actually have it at the moment. I actually sold mine to a friend because I've just got a few planes now that I'm just looking to move on. I probably will get another Pioneer because I think it's probably the perfect learner beginner RC plane, ready to fly straight out of the box. So much fun. But the Volantex P47, anything like this, you've seen my other ones on the channel. If you want to check those videos out, go check them out. All the Volantex range that I've got on my channel. There will be a link to the P47 if you're interested in purchasing this plane. But yeah, I just really wanted to get that video out because guys are saying to, you know, recommend that like planes similar to the FMS Ranger. And I'm telling you right now, those planes have bigger control throws too. So your control throws, yes, these smaller planes are more twitchier control throws, but the area you need to fly these is so much smaller than this, like something like this Thunder or something around 1200 mil. You literally can fly in a quarter of the space with one of these compared to something like 1200 mil. Like I said, once that plane goes in the air and you're flying something like 1200 mil, you're gonna need to get it up in the air pretty high. And then you're going to be basically, as a beginner, you're going to be going, okay, what now? So I'm going to be going straight up in the air and then turning, and then you're not going to know what to do. With these, you can keep them in your line of sight quite easy. They don't move as fast as those bigger planes. So I highly recommend, if you guys are fresh, brand new to the hobby, get yourselves a smaller plane, do yourself a favor. Not only that, obviously the price is going to be much cheaper than going to something like your Thunder RC. Now, with all that being said, these planes, when you step up, when you start to progress with little ones, you can go purchase a bit bigger plane, a bit bigger. Just gradually ease your way into it. Don't jump the gun, guys. I'm telling you, it'll turn yourself off it. If you go to something big straight up like this, I almost guarantee you would have to be an absolute freak of nature to grab something like this Thunder RC and fly it. I just don't think it's even possible. If you don't know how to control an RC plane or the sticks, you will hands down crash it. These, flight stabilization, power it on, launch it. Like I said, 150 Australian dollars, and such a scale little thing. And there's different models. You got the P51. Look, I'll even show you right now. So we've got the P47 there. Another one of my favorites. You want to mix it up. You want to get the whole collection. We've got the F4U Corsair 400, exact same size, but there's so many options. They're all the same price. They're just different models. The latest P51 Mustang, Miss America. I done the review on that one. You would have seen, absolute gorgeous. This thing actually flies super amazing too. I reckon it's on par with the P47. Now the Corsair, guys, keep in mind that it is a little bit trickier. If you're going to go one of these warbirds, I recommend the P51 or the P47. I think what others are there? There's the F109. That's also, this is the 3-channel, but I'm pretty sure they got this model too, the BF109 in the 4-channel. That's the 3-channel. But yeah, the P51 or the P47 is my number ones. If you want to go to a little mini warbird to start off with, I recommend those two, purely my experience. But like I said, you got the likes of like the Arrows Hobby Pioneer, which in my experience is probably one of the best learner planes too. But yeah, like it's really, I can't stress it enough, guys. I'm going to be making more videos like this, but I really want to help, because when I got into it, you know, there is still a lot of guys that say that bigger planes are good. I'm not saying that you wouldn't be able to fly the bigger 1200s and that. They do have a gyro, but they're going to have bigger control throws. And if you're not experienced, you know, you want something that's got less control throw. These are a bit twitchy, but they still fly amazing. And like, you don't need, people say you need so much money to get into this hobby. You don't need a lot of money. $150, like I know you can make that money to save up to get yourselves one of these. You can even get them secondhand. You look on your local marketplace, I'm sure you can pick one up. You know, you might even get it under $100. So, look, who knows? Like, I'm just telling you, there's always ways. You don't have to spend a lot of money. I mean, you can even build your own planes once you get into it, but it does, like, with that being said, when you jump up to bigger planes, I promise, like it never ends. It just gets so much more fun, so addictive. But yeah, I wanted to make this video because we can't get out and fly right now, and I missed you guys. I wanted to connect. I wanted to talk RC planes, and yeah, smaller is the way to go. I promise you right now. We're going to do a flight. We're going to do some learn to fly videos, and for anyone that's interested too, so check those out when we can. But wherever you're tuning in from too, really, like, I just want to thank you so much. Like, subscribe, support us in our journey of flying RC planes full time. That's our goal. And you know, it's just, we just want to help people have fun in life. There's so much, there's so many challenges going in life. People are facing so much, you know, pain and just drama, everything in the world. But if we can have fun through this hobby, this amazing hobby, and the people within it is absolutely amazing. I'm here to help people in any way I can. I'll happy to comment to you guys, happy to email me. I just want to help you get into it any way you can. Genuine guy, just flying, Aussie RC guy, and we want to go big with it. We want to inspire people to get into it. We've got planes here. You live near us in the mid-north coast, Port Stephens area. We're traveling around, so if we're in different locations, come reach out. Let's fly some RC planes and have fun. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, guys. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers. See, just crashed it.